Welcome to our channel, your exciting destination for exploring the depths of unknown mysteries and secrets. We bring you comprehensive investigations and captivating stories of mysterious crimes, lost cities, plane crashes, and daring prison escapes. You are very welcome. Don't forget to subscribe.
Jack the Ripper is a serial killer who committed a series of brutal murders in the Whitechapel area of London in 1888. Despite more than 130 years having passed since these crimes, the identity of Jack the Ripper has never been discovered. Here are the details of Jack the Ripper's story. In the Whitechapel area of East London, the late 19th century was a crowded and poor district. Its streets were filled with the destitute, homeless, and criminals. Many women in this area turned to prostitution as a means of livelihood in such harsh conditions. Jack the Ripper targeted women who worked in prostitution. The crimes were committed at night, with the killer slitting his victims' throats before mutilating their bodies. This mutilation often involved the removal of internal organs. Victims: Marion Nichols. Her body was found in the early hours of August 31, 1888, on Bucks Row. She had deep cuts in her neck and abdomen and was brutally mutilated. Annie Chapman. She was discovered on September 8, 1888, in the backyard of a house on Hanbury Street. Her throat was cut and her uterus was removed, indicating the killer had knowledge of human anatomy. Elizabeth Stride, found on September 30, 1888, in Dutfield's yard. Her throat was cut, but she was not mutilated like the previous victims, suggesting the killer might have been interrupted. Investigations. Local police. The Metropolitan Police of London and the City of London Police led the investigations, with detectives working day and night to try to catch the killer. Techniques used. There were no modern techniques like DNA analysis or fingerprinting, so detectives relied on witnesses and information from local residents. Letters. Detectives received several letters from someone claiming to be Jack the Ripper, including the "From Hell" letter, which contained a piece of a human kidney. Some investigators believe some of these letters were hoaxes. The most famous letter received by the detectives was the "From Hell" letter, which included a piece of a human kidney and claimed to be from Jack the Ripper. Theories about Jack the Ripper's identity. Walter Sickert, a British artist believed by some theories to be involved in the crimes due to his paintings that reflect scenes of the murders. Dr. William Gull, Queen Victoria's physician, who was suspected by some to have gone insane and committed the murders. Aaron Kosminski, a Polish immigrant suffering from mental illness, who was a strong suspect in the investigations. James Maybrick, a cotton merchant from Liverpool who was claimed to have left a diary confessing to being Jack the Ripper, though this claim remains controversial. Cultural impact. Literature and art. The story of Jack the Ripper has inspired numerous novels, films, and TV series. The character of Jack the Ripper remains one of the most famous figures in popular culture. Modern analysis. Thanks to advances in forensic analysis, there have been recent attempts to re-examine the evidence. In 2014, DNA analysis was claimed to point to Aaron Kosminski as the main suspect, though the results have been widely debated. Conclusion. Despite more than a century having passed since Jack the Ripper's crimes, the identity of the killer remains unknown, adding more mystery and intrigue to the story. The Jack the Ripper murders exemplify crimes that combine brutality with mystery and remain a fascinating subject for study and discussion.